Hi there guys, it's Martyn here, and welcome to the DVD Haul episode 37. And for today's feature we're going to be looking at The Living Daylights from 1987. So as you can quite clearly see, this is a film in the James Bond film franchise. It was actually the 15th film released, and it actually coincided with the series' 25th anniversary of the film series in 1987. It also marks the debut of this guy as James Bond, which is Timothy Dalton, the fourth actor to take on the mantle of James Bond, and you can see there's a bit of background imagery there. And win an Aston Martin. For anyone who saw some of the other James Bond reviews, this is quite common on a lot of these, as this is the Ultimate Edition that was released in 2006, and a lot of people still say these DVDs are the definitive way to watch James Bond, as they have lots and lots of special features. There you can mark it with the Ultimate Edition at the top and the lovely golden spine there. So let's take a look at the back. There is your very brief plot that they give you there, the Ultimate Bond experience, and there you can see the stuff that's never been released before on DVD is all in the declassified MI6 vault. So you've got Happy Anniversary 007, which was a silver anniversary featurette at the time, some deleted scenes, a press conference for Timothy Dalton being announced as Bond, Timothy Dalton and acting in general. There's just so much going on, and then you've got these special features which have been released before, but the fact they're all in one package, I think companies still need to do this today with various franchises, that we value having so many special features on one release, not spread out. So this film is 2 hours and 5 minutes in length, and it's rated PG for moderate violence and mild sex. It's James Bond, what on earth do you expect? So before I talk more about the film itself, let's take a look at the inside. So there you go, there's the first disc, which is the feature film itself that features Dalton on the front, and there's the second disc with the Bond girl of the film, containing most of the special features. And it also comes with one of these booklets, which I've been lucky enough in finding these all secondhand that they still have these booklets, and I'll just give you a quick show of it now. So there first is your little flyer to win your Aston Martin for a year, just for a year. Looks like 2 pairs of VIP passes for Le Mans, the race in 2007. There's no point using that code because this is about a decade old. So on the booklet itself, on the back, you have the cast list, so you've got them all there. You've got some staples like Q, Ms. Robert Brown in this one, and Miss Moneypenny is played for the first time here by Caroline Bliss, as Lois Maxwell left the role in A View to a Kill. It's got all the contents there again, and if you flick inside, I am doing this with one hand, you have little featurettes such as about the background of it. There's a first page which has the world of Bond 007 in 1987, and all the little blurbs there. And also a little fact, this is the last Fleming original, as you can see there. It said this was actually based on an Ian Fleming short story, and from here on out, they'd all be pretty original stories from there. You've also got other information here, as I said, about the film and that sort of stuff. So these booklets are honestly great to have if you can find them in the pre-owned versions of this. So how does the film stack up as a Bond film? Well, this is quite a big departure from the previous film, A View to a Kill, which really took the comedy, slapsticky elements of the Roger Moore films to an extreme, and a lot of people don't like that one. So this really goes for a more darker, hard-edged turn. I love Dalton's performance. I think the fact he plays it a lot more seriously, a lot more dark, he's a lot more unnerving, he's not your stereotypical hero. I think it's a great portrayal. And this film and License to Kill, which was his follow-up, I think are both equally brilliant. He's a fantastic actor. And I honestly think if you haven't seen his portrayal of Bond, you shouldn't shun him just because he did 2 films. You need to see his interpretations. The story itself is, I guess, typical Bond at this point. It doesn't divulge much from the key formula, even though you've got the new darker edge. It's still very much a classic James Bond flick. Lots of action, lots of suspense, lots of cool gadgets in his car in the film, lots of romance with the lady of the film, lots of all that typical good Bond stuff that we've been accustomed to now. So overall, should you watch this if you're getting into James Bond? Yes, I think you should, because I mean, I'd recommend watching both of Dalton's films. This one probably is the better one to go for. It is his introduction. It does amp up the darkness and maybe the violence, but not that much as License to Kill does. So if you are getting into Bond for the first time and you just want to have a sprinkle of selection, then go for Living Daylights when you come to the Dalton era. However, if you're a massive James Bond fan, then you have probably already seen it, and I think if you haven't, you need to do so as well. A great film with a great actor taking on a great role. And that is all for this installment of the DVD haul. Thank you all very much for watching. Please like the video, leave a comment below, share it around, subscribe, check out the DVD haul playlist, ring that bell so you know when I'm actually uploading, and until the next video, I'll see you all next time.